Guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, January 1st, 2021. Happy New Year to all that are celebrating. Our first card we have from the Nightmare Before Christmas is Death. So Death highlighting Scorpio energy. Scorpios are like those workhorses. Death is often a feared tarot card, but it's just because it's misunderstood. It's a card of transformation and transition, beginnings and endings. Like the crackly old gates in Halloween Town Cemetery, the Death Tarot card is spooky symbols of change and transformation. You're going through a powerful transformation. Whatever short of big change is happening in your life right now, embrace it because it will eventually lead to bigger and better things. So I know a lot of us have been going through it lately, and I've said, like, this is like we're like a lot of us are probably elevating up. The 2021 forecasts and projections, foretold of that, saying that before, that time, January, February, March, they said to get your crystals and get yourself right, to meditate, so that way when you enter into this phase that we're going right now, that you won't feel it so heavily. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of like, 2021 finally showing you lessons. When I had mentioned before, anyone that is new, welcome. Why I get sometimes that anxiety near the end of the month to the beginning of the month, and that's the time period where we had lost Shane, and it's just like, realizing that's what it is, that there's nothing really to fear. The Four of Pentacles, you're hanging on to things out of fear, or you're worrying about the next month to come, and it's like, well, for past 4 years, for me, I believe in God. God has always provided. I'm a workhorse. I work hard, and I always make sure that everything is taken care of. So, there's nothing really to fear. We're going to the Knight of Needles. So this would be the Knight of Swords. I love wands and swords and readings because I feel like wand is like your everyday life. Swords, I feel like, is the truth, showing you the truth of people, truth of situations. So the Knight of Needles. The Knight of Needles has a smooth, devil-may-care, cavalier attitude. He's clever and quick-witted and has the maturity and focus to back it up with his brilliant ideas with divisive action. Reminds me, there's one card in the fairy deck. I can't remember. He's got kind of reminds me of like a wizard, and he has an owl, and it's just like, it kind of reminds me of Scorpio energy with Shane. It's just like, if you want a romantic, this is not the guy for you, but you can count on him. You know what I mean? Like, if you want candlelight dinners and walks on the beach, that's not him. But very loyal, very loving in that sense, but not like, in front of, like, no PTA or anything like that. Put your energy into maintaining the pace of your forward momentum and stop at nothing to see things through. So the Death card and the Knight of Needles come, hand in hand together, highlighting the full moon, which is on Friday, talking about, don't let anything hold you back. Just because you're going through this transition and this transformation, don't let that hold you back. Like, I know when we go through these, and sometimes it's really freaking hard. And it's like, because we don't understand what's going on. What is the reason for this? What is the trigger for this? And sometimes it's brought to the forefront why this is happening. And sometimes it's like you're transitioning over, So you have to go with the flow. With, like I said, yesterday, it was like dark and gloomy out. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to change my thought process. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do 4 laps. And, let's see what happens. And it was bitterly cold. So I got to 2 and I was just like, the wind chill was just insane. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to push forward for 3. And then I did 4, and then sure enough, like, the sun broke through and it was so nice and sunny when I got inside. But I'm like, why, where were you when I was walking? But it's just like, just changing your mindset. Go have a shower, take a hot bath, work out, do some Pilates, stretch your body, elongate your body, stretch and arch your back all the way to the sky and point your hands to the universe, and then slowly and gently reach as far as you can down to the ground. And then, sit there and gracefully go back up and stretch your body out. Sometimes that's all we need. You see cats do that all the time, just elongating their bodies. Sometimes that's all we need just to get the energy moving again. So our next card is the Knight of Poisons. The Knight of Poisons is graceful, effortlessly fluid figure who breaks up his dreams with force, momentum, and action, and revelationary with a kind heart. The Knight of Poisons is here to encourage you to find your passion. It's time to explore the ideas that cause you to move. So the first three cards, very positive. Get moving. Get your body moving. If that's what's going to help you wake up. Maybe if you're kind of like stuck in a rut, first of all, you got to be gentle with yourself and realize, December is kind of that period where it's like you get, especially if you're a healer or, you know what I mean? It's, people are busy. They're going to see their families. I know this year was different more than most. And it's been a real financial rough year for a lot of people. You see it all over the news. People being evicted, people not having enough food. If you are one of the lucky ones that was, did good in 2020, donate to the food banks, donate to the charities that will help those relief systems to help those people out, to house those people, the Salvation Army, the Canadian Red Cross, I guess it's just called Red Cross in the US, but, those give to those places where you feel like that aid would put to best use, your local food bank. Our last card is the Emperor, and I feel like when Spirit was saying the time for celebration, and obviously we got to do that safely because we don't want to make anyone sick, but it's just a time of celebration. Give yourself a pat on the back for all the hard work you did through 2020. It was the most scariest, crazy year of all, and I know a lot of us had a couple of blips there, especially in the fall season going into winter. I had too, so it's just I felt like I had it before everyone else because I guess me coming out of it, I can help those that come to me. And it's just kind of like hindsight is 2020 again, us losing Shane. That's why I felt that, insecurity near the end of the month and the beginning of the month, but it's not all the time. I guess when it's like that lull where everything is quiet and then my, shadow comes out to play because it's like, I have all this energy, so I'm using that energy now in positive ways. Working out again, doing my Pilates again, outside walking, even though it's bitterly cold, but getting my body moving, getting the blood moving again. Honestly, a lot of people, I don't know, have experienced this, but for myself, when I do readings, especially when it's 3 to 4 readings a day, because my readings are 2 to 4 hours usually, it feels like I did a workout and I'm kaput on the floor. I have no energy for working out or anything afterwards. I would go walking with my mom after readings, and I would usually do 5 laps around the track, and I could only do maybe 2 if I was lucky, because my back was just sit down. You know what I mean? So the Emperor, be that leader. I feel like, highlighting the fiery Aries energy. When you think of the fire signs, bravery, courage, strength, resilience. It's put that at the forefront of this year. The Emperor, like Santa Claus, uses calm, commanding practicality to take control and save the day. The Emperor is the level-headed ruler and partial figure who creates order, stability, and routine. Master your confidence, square your shoulders. So a lot of us sit there we slump into ourselves. We push our back out. So they're telling you to straighten your back and put your shoulders, back, and put your chest forward and have that confidence in yourself. Don't slump in yourself. Have your confidence, arch your back, forward and have that confidence and show the world you're ready to kick ass and take names. That rather than trying to completely reinvent the wheel, rely on structure, order, and practicality to be the best leader you can be. And that's what all you can do every day is sit there and put your best foot forward. And you're not in competition with anyone else except yourself. You're doing everything the best you can with what you have in that day. And you know what? God willing, then you can wake up the next day and have the next 24 hours to change anything you didn't like about the last 24 hours. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, January 1st, 2021. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.